Hey everybody. How's everyone doing tonight? So we'll give this like just a minute or two so everyone can hop in and say hello. Hi Sandy, so good to see you. Hello everyone. Happy Monday. I hope you're all doing fabulous. I get to play with new stuff tonight. I'm so excited. Hey, Miss Natalie. Hey, crafty friend Shalana. Hello, Melissa. I'm so happy Natalie's here. She's like my best scrappy friend. She's the bestest. Hi, Jamie. Hello. Okay, so there is a new bundle tonight. It is 15% off. I'm going to show you all the supplies and then we're going to make a card. And then I have two extra cards to show you with some super fun, more of the new product, more mixed media, like so awesome. So, okay, tonight's bundle. Oh, wait till you see it. That glitter's so good. It's such a good one. Okay, so the bundle tonight, we have card bases, which everybody needs. We have the brand new Ring of Fire stencil. So fun. And the brand new Flower Power paper pad, paper collection. And the brand new Motel Sunset Glitter Glaze. Look at that. It's gorgeous. Hi, Candy. Yes, let's get this party started. Hello, Penny. And then we have four of like favorite products. So we have pumpkin pie glitter stock. Love this stuff. Look at that. So cool. Two of my favorite colors of cardstock, jack-o'-lantern and lunch bag. I just recently had to order more lunch bag because I actually went through an entire package of it. And then remember last week we chose a die and I said, grab this die. It's like one of those ones that you want in your life forever and ever. So this week we did the same thing. We chose the die, the Hello cutting die, which is a cutting die you will want in your life forever and ever. It also comes with these fun little pieces to make a butterfly, which are adorable. But we're going to use this awesome Hello die today. Okay. So we're going to start with our jack-o'-lantern cardstock, our Motel Sunset glitter glaze, and our Ring of Fire stencil. Yay! Hi, Nicole! I'm so excited! Yes, orange. Christopher's favorite color. My favorite color. I mean, perfect. We are going orange on orange, and then we're going to add some orange to that, just so we're clear with how this is all going to go down. Okay. Nicole's here, Natalie's here, like all my favorite people are here tonight. I'm so excited. Like so excited. Okay. So this is the gorgeous jack-o'-lantern cardstock. I'm going to cut it down to 4 by 5 1/4. Yes, we're going. Natalie says, yay, go big orange. Yes, all orange tonight. So much orange. Grab my repositionable adhesive. We're going to get messy first. So I'm going to flip my stencil over. Then I'm going to take the cardstock. This cardstock is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to line it up so that the cardstock covers all the openings in the stencil. We're going to trim this down so it'll be less than 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 by the end. But for now, we just need this cardstock to stick really well to our stencil. So if you've never used Burgess Monroe's glitter glaze before, I'm going to tell you all about it while I stencil my background. So glitter glaze dries clear, and it is just a glaze, and it is like a paste. Has a little bit of a jelly feel to it. If you can see that or not, it feels kind of sticky and it's fun. So the key to glitter glaze, well, I guess there's a couple, but the first key to glitter glaze is don't put it on white cardstock. It is clear and it is made to enhance whatever is underneath it. So you want colored cardstock underneath it, or you want a fun ink blended background underneath it, or you want color behind it. If you just put it on white cardstock, you will be so disappointed it's not even funny. So it matters what is underneath. And then another thing to note is that it takes so long to dry, like so long to dry. So I say give it lots and lots of time to dry. Now that being said, it's me and I'm a little heavy-handed with the glitter. So if you're not quite as heavy-handed as me, it would probably dry faster. But I like to be heavy-handed. So yeah, it takes a long time to dry. All right, so I'm just going to smooth this on. This is, if you're wondering how long a jar of glitter glaze lasts, this is my 1, 2, 3, 4th background I've done. And we're about halfway through our jar. And remember, heavy-handed. So there's that too. Okay, so nice, even coat. Turn this around. Hi, Holly. Hello, Sean. Yay. Hold on. I got to catch up on all the comments. You guys are so awesome. Michelle says hello. Hello, Michelle. Hello, everyone. Hello, Karen. Yes, there is a huge sale on the store this week. There is tons and tons of stuff on sale. There's also, if you spend $60 or more, you get a free gift. It is a cute little stamp. I actually have that cute little stamp, and some of the extra cards I'm going to show you tonight use the sentiments from that cute little stamp. It's adorable. In fact, it's right here. So this is the cute little stamp you get for free with a $60 order. So cute. Oh, Karen. Oh, take your time and rest. Please, please, please rest. Hello, Sean. Yes, Candy says put it in a sunny window on a piece of black cardstock. That is what I did with all of my example pieces for tonight. I did exactly that. Hello, Margie. I know, Holly finally made it. She's been trying and trying and trying to make it to Alive, and Facebook hasn't been kind to her in the informing her department. Sandy said she played with the stencil last night, so she's excited to see another way to use it. I suggest glitter glaze. Okay, so I'm going to set this aside. Unfortunately, it's dark out, so my little black cardstock setup over here isn't going to do anything. But that's okay, because Penny's going to say the magic words, and then you'll see what I did. So by the magic of TV, here's one completely dried. Hi, Nancy. Hello, Melissa. Look, isn't that so pretty? I just got glitter all over my hand. Just a second. Let me wipe this up really quick and easily here. Otherwise, we're going to have glitter everywhere. Hello, Nancy. Hello. Yes, this is so pretty. I love it. So there, here it is, like all dried. So gorgeous. I love it. Holly, if you're not seeing the live, it's probably because, so this gets streamed to Bridget Monroe's YouTube, Facebook, the Facebook page. It gets streamed to my YouTube channel. So depending on where you're watching from will depend how much of the chat you see. I can see all of it, but I know that's not the case for everyone. Wait, hold on, Sandy. What is Sean's Easy Bake Oven? The fake and bake. Okay, hold on. Somebody tell me. What on earth is the Easy Bake Oven? I'm dying. Okay. This is the Flower Power 6x6 paper pack. It is part of tonight's bundle. So if you order the bundle, you get everything, and it's 15% off. So, but if you buy it like individually, then they're all regular price. Also, I checked right before I went live, and it would appear that there are only 5 bundles left. So go. Okay. This is the background. This is what I used for the background of my card, and I love it. Look at that. Isn't that so gorgeous? So good. So we're going to go ahead and cut that down. Okay. I bet, Holly, that is why that you're having a hard time. Why don't you come over to Bridget Monroe's channel? Yeah, Candy said, I believe that's his version of By the Magic of TV. That's awesome. I love it. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down to 4 1/4. Wait, no. Yeah, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. Yeah. Okay. You know, guys, if you've been here for any length of time, you know that math and I are not friends. I'm going to try to cut this so it is somewhere in the neighborhood of even on all the sides. But of course, it's not going to be. 5 1/2. 5. Okay. So now we have our full card base, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. There we go. And then oh, I didn't know that, Sean. I honestly was like, do you actually have an Easy Bake Oven that dries things? Yes, Sandy said that paper pad is mad cute, and I agree. Hello, Noelle. How are you? From the Easy Bake Oven. That's hilarious. I love it. This paper pad is so super cute, Natalie. I'm sorry, I have to catch up on my comments here. This paper pad is adorable. In fact, I loved this paper pad so much. That's how I ended up making 2 extra cards to show you when we're all done tonight. Because I made one and then I was like, this is so fun. I'll flip through it for you quick. It's so cute. So I'm just taking off the edges around. I'm not measuring. I'm just lining it up just so that you can't see the edge of where the stencil is. That's it. And then there is our background. So cute. And then let me flip through this paper pad because it's adorable. I love these colors. These rainbows are adorable, and so are these flowers. Although, and I said this before when I did my unboxing, while I am not a fan of inanimate objects having faces, these flowers are really cute. I love this paper, and I love this one. So one of the cards I'm going to show you later on, I fussy cut that little rainbow because it was adorable. And there's little mushrooms. I think now we're at the point where we're, yeah. So tons and tons of super duper fun patterns. I love them. So yeah, there you go, Holly. You got it. Now you can see all the comments. None of my trimmers are new. Holly asked, do you like that trimmer? And is it the new one? None of my trimmers are new. All of my trimmers are crazy, crazy old. So yes, this paper pad is so cute. I love it. Oh, you know what? That's annoying to me that it's glitching because last week it was perfect. It's just YouTube. There's nothing I can do about it. Some lives we have are perfect, some lives we have glitch, and then we have other ones where everything's blurry, and the entire live everyone's like everything's blurry, and I'm like, I'm sorry, there's nothing, I have no control over it whatsoever. So I just put some wet glue, and I'm going to go ahead and put this, and then I'm going to put this right over here under my Mac so it can dry. Nicole Nicole says faces on random things are too cute. Embrace the creepy. Well, I did. You'll see. I embraced the creepy because I used some of those little flowers with the faces. Okay. So I'm so excited Nicole's here because we're actually going to do something that's very reminiscent of Nicole, and that we are going to stack some die cuts for our sentiment. So I have that hello die comes with the shadow layer, and then it comes with each of the little letters. So I used the lunchbox cardstock. That's part of the bundle. I cut the shadow layer from the lunchbox cardstock, and then I cut the hello 3 times in the lunchbox cardstock. And then I cut the hello from the pumpkin pie glitter stock because we are going full glitter on today's card. Full glitter. All the glitter. All of the orange glitter. Yep. Nicole says, yes, stack them up. I'm going to stack them up. Yes, 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 indeed. That is what we are doing today. We're going to stack this up and make it super chunky. I want to get this lined up, so I'm going to grab my Gina K Pokey Tool so that before my glue dries, I can get the first letter perfectly lined up where it is supposed to be. And I find that this little pokey tool is a huge help in that department because if I get the first one lined up really well, if you get that first one lined up, then the rest will line up super simply, super, like they'll just click right into place. So when you have a shadow die and you're trying to get them, it's very important to get the first one lined up really well. And then the rest of them just are super easy to stack. Yeah, I think so. I think the way that it works is that if you're on Brutus Monroe's YouTube channel, you see all of the comments. And then if you're on Facebook, you see the Facebook comments, but I don't think that you see the Brutus Monroe like the ones from YouTube. And then if you're on my channel, I think all you will see are the comments that are on my channel. But I also know that I just started streaming it over to my channel just in the last week or two, because I know a lot of people were saying how they missed the live and they wanted to hop on and they couldn't find it because it was over on Brutus Monroe's YouTube channel. And I was like, well, you know what? We'll just put it on mine too. So Candy, who's amazing, told me how to do it. So once we have our first one down, then we can just go ahead and we're just going to glue and stack. And these are going to give us this lovely dimensional sentiment. And then I'm going to use, I love this pokey tool for kind of nudging. I just take the little part and kind of push it around, and it'll just nudge all of those letters, all of each of the stacks, each of the layers. It will just nudge them right into place better than any fingers ever could. So if it's like just a little bit off, you can just get right in there with your little stabby tool and you can just nudge it right over so that it goes right where it needs to be. And then you don't have any of the layers underneath like sticking out and looking funny and weird. Oh, yeah. Candy says, right, because the software is under the Brutus Monroe account. Correct. So that all of the comments will be in the Brutus Monroe chat, but not in the others. Okay. Sandy says she's going to add little googly eyes to the smiley flowers, but I don't know about that. So how is everyone doing tonight? How is everyone's Monday going? Has anyone shopped all the stuff that's on sale this week and got their order in early before things start to sell out? If you haven't been over to the Brutus Monroe events page, there is some fun like sales and different things going on over there too. One more. Just as an aside, because I just think this is so cool. Look how cool this looks. Just with that hello, just stacked up tone on tone on the lunchbox cardstock. Lunch bag, not lunchbox, lunch bag cardstock. Doesn't that look neat? I think that looks so fun. Just that tone on tone look. You don't even really need the glitter, although, yes, we need the glitter. Holly says it's pouring rain and her kids are losing their minds. Oh my. I don't know where, well, here it's like 8 o'clock, so it's already like bedtime. And my kids are allergic to outdoors because they're old man children. So Candy says her Monday started off but ended great. Well, of course it ended great because you're here hanging out with me. Melissa said she shopped and she bought this hello. Yay. This is such a good die set. I think so. True story. This die set was in my very first Brutus Monroe Live. The very first time we did the bundles, the very first time we did the Make It Mondays. If you were there that night, we paired this with donuts. They were so cute. And it's still in stock and it's time to bring it back. We needed it in another bundle because it's my favorite little hello sentiment and I had to do it again. Nicole says she loves the tone on tone. Yeah, so do I. Agreed. Heather says it's starting to rain here. Yeah, it's probably going to rain where I am too. It's not raining yet though. Wait, Heather's here. Hi, Heather. I was like, hold the phone. My dear Thistle is here. Yeah, Holly said it's only 5:30 where she is. I'm telling you, this little pokey tool, if you need to stack letters, this will get them all nice and straight, right where they need to be. Noelle says wherever she is, the weather's perfect. Sandy says, wait, you're done? Of course you need all the glitter. Yes, I need all the glitter. Yay. Penny, that sounds like so much fun to do all the cards from that event. If my little fuzzy red head gets in the way, I'm sorry. I'm bending down here to really get these nice and lined up. So you might get a little bit of my fuzzy red hair in your camera angle. All right. Bring this down just a touch. There we go. Candy says today's all about me. You can tell him why, Candy. I'm surprised Candy's here partying with us. Aw. Hi, Ellen. So nice to see you. Okay, so here's what it looks like without, I do see that glitchiness. That's annoying. Here's what it looks like. Tone on tone, so cute. But wait, we're gonna glitter it. So our last stackable is the glitter. So tonight's card is a quick one. If you were doing this at home, the hardest or the most time consuming thing really is just the time it takes you to die cut and to let the glitter glaze dry. So we may end up finishing slightly early, but I do have plans in case we do. But it does not, we don't have to make, every card you make doesn't have to be something that takes hours of your time. It can be simple. And so tonight's card is just simple. But that doesn't mean it's not fabulous. It's so fabulous. Okay. So there is our last. I have to tell you a little secret. I'm kind of in love with tonight's card project. I just love it. Love, love, love it. All this orange glitter makes me so happy. Okay. There we go. And then, oh yeah, Candy says the new Create Your Own Ending challenge is up and I made the sketch for it. Yes, I did. And I love it. We actually, okay, so I created the sketch and then later on this month, one of the bundles I put together and I'm going to create with goes along with the sketch. So we'll have that to look forward to this month too. Wait till you guys see some of the fun projects I have planned for this month. They're so, I sat down and did the entire month of April as soon as I got my new stuff. So there is the hello. We're going to put that right in the middle. Center this. So much glitter. Look how cool that looks. Ah, I love it. Isn't that amazing? It looks so good. And this was easy. Like easy. The hardest thing is die cutting all those layers and waiting for the glitter glaze to dry. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put it on a card base, and the card bases are included in tonight's bundle. So you don't even have to worry about that. We got you covered. Okay. So we're going to get this over here. Line it up. I know what you're thinking. There's so much glitter on this card. It's not even possible she's going to add more. Oh, yes, I am. But first I'm going to put this on crooked and then it's going to stick. So then I have to take it off and move it or else it will make me twitch. See, I'm just like all of you. I put my card fronts on crooked too. So annoying. Okay, let me get my head down here. Make sure we got it on here quick. Nice and straight. Okay. I give up. Something's crooked. We've discussed this, right? Math is not my strong suit. Yep. I actually think I folded the card base crooked. So we're going to trim it off because then no one will know. Right? Right. Okay. That's as good as it gets. And there's glitter from the glitter glaze. Kind of the glitter glaze dries clear, and then there's all this glitter from the glaze. And my hands are glittery. All the glitter. Yes, the glitter won't come off once it's dry. What is on my desk is from me doing it. So this glitter not coming off, but the glitter on my desk, on my mat, that will come off. So don't fret. The glitter's not coming off from the card. It's coming off because I'm a mess and I got the glitter glaze on my mat, and then it comes up. Oh, that would be so much fun. So we also have these lovely red shift flat back crystals. And I'm going to actually pull in. So here's card number 2. I want to get the gem, and I'm pulling it in because I want to get the gems the same way, because I love how the gems look on this one. And so I want to do it exactly the same on this one. Yes. I think anyone would like to receive this card in the mail, because it's just so fun. Like, you would get it and you'd just be like, whoa. You could do any kind of sentiment on the inside that you wanted. So, it's so much fun. Now I'm going to get lost, and it's going to be crickets because I'm focused on putting down my flat back crystals. So I got these crystals. I got the whole set of these crystals when they were first released. So that would have been like a year ago, maybe more. I just want to show you this because this just amazes me. And I'm telling you what, these little jars of crystals, I have used them to pieces, and I am not even close to being out of crystals yet. Not even close. Not even a little bit. So many crystals still. They are like the gift that keeps on giving. Maybe they multiply inside the jar. I don't know. Something's going on there, because I've used a ton of them, and they're not even, the jar's not even a little bit empty. Wait, what, Candy? Did you do that? Candy says, at least you didn't stick your scissors in your embossing powder of the month while you were shaking it. Oh my. That sounds messy. No, I didn't. I think you're, because I put my card front on side all weird. Yeah, or folded my card base funny, or I don't know, something's going on here. We're going to have to trim this card up a little bit. That's okay. Candy, I need to go back. Was that on your live Friday? It had to be, because I usually catch your lives, and I didn't get to see Fridays. I had like the busiest weekend ever. I can't even picture what you said you did, so I need to go watch it now. Okay. But look at that. It's like it's completely full. Let's put the lid on it before I spill them. Okay. So that is our card. Now, I do want to point out one thing. This one, which is the one that I did first when I was designing the card before we did this one, I did not trim away the edges of the stenciled area. So we have a little bit of a less amount of the pattern paper. Mostly because I didn't even notice it until I'd already glued it down. And then I was like, well, that's fine, because when I do the live one, we'll do it with it. So you can see you kind of have two options if you want a thinner or a wider border. Okay, so let's look at a couple more cards. So when I did this one, I couldn't help myself. I made this one, and then I was like, I want to make more cards. So I grabbed this other stencil, which is the sunset stencil. So we have the Ring of Fire, which is this one that we used on the card we made together, and then there's the sunset one. And while I had everything out, I cut down another panel of the Jack-o'-lantern cardstock, but I put the glitter glaze through the sunset stencil. And then I fussy cut the little teal flowers and this rainbow. These are all from one of the pattern papers in that pattern paper pack. And then I chose a different background paper. And then for the title that says, "You Make My Day Brighter," I used the free stamp set for April for my sentiment. And then I added some more of the red shift crystals. And then I still wanted to be messy for longer. So then I pulled out some of these Creative Confections. Now, Creative Confections is a super chunky paste. It has like big pieces of glitter. It has little like little beads, tons. It's very, very chunky. So when you use the Creative Confections, you need to use it through a stencil that has big holes, which this Ring of Fire stencil and the Sunset stencil, I felt like I could do it. And so I did, and it worked out just fine. So this is the Cantaloupe Creative Confections through this sunset stencil, and you can see like how chunky monkey this is. And this is not a heavy or a thick layer, because these little Creative Confections, like, I adore them, and they come in these teeny tiny jars, so it's not a ton of product in here. So I'm super like really thin layer and scoop it all back up, scoop all the excess back up and put it back in the jar so I can get as many projects out of these jars as I can. And still, when it dries, it's like super chunky and super glittery. I love it. So if you're curious, yes, these stencils, this one and the Ring of Fire, are large enough that you can put the Creative Confections through the stencil. So, and what I did for this one was I put it on some Not Your Mama's cardstock, let it dry completely, trimmed it out, and then when I put it on the card, I just put it at a jaunty angle, just a jaunty angle. And then this is another image from that pattern paper. I fussy cut this image from the pattern paper. And then this is the second sentiment that is in the free stamp for April. And they say, "You make my day brighter, and thank you for sharing your world." And then I put just 3 little gems here. So there are the 3 little cards. Down below in the description box, there is a link to the collection where you can find all of the individual pieces and the whole bundle. There's also a link for the add-ons of this sunset stencil and the Creative Confections Cantaloupe, which is the one that I used. And then when you get the bundle and the sunset stencil and the Creative Confections, you've hit your $60 and you get the free stamp. Huh, I worked that all out for you. I'm awesome. Okay, let me catch up on. Heather says 1 solid ounce. Yes, there is 1 solid ounce in here. But I love it, and I want to get like 100 cards out of my little jar. So I'm very stingy with my Creative Confections. Oh, here's some information. It says Tuesday, for Christopher's B-Day week. Okay. Wear your superhero t-shirt and post a picture in the Brutus Monroe Fan Club Facebook group tomorrow. Yep, that's Tuesday. Does anybody have any questions? Anything I can help you with? I'm so glad I have all these lovely helpers tonight that are here because there was a lot of information to give you. Anything at all. It's crickets. It's tumbleweeds. You know what? That tells me I did my job and I covered everything anyone could possibly want to ask about tonight's project. Thank you so much, Noelle. Noelle says she has no questions, but she is just loving the cards. Ellen says, you rocked that glitter tonight. I know. I do love glitter. I really love glitter. Glitter's the best. I especially love glitter that doesn't shed. And this stuff, you guys, this creative confection stuff, it's so good. So good. I absolutely adore it. Thank you so much. Melissa said she loves the card. Ellen said, so very groovy. Yes, very groovy cards tonight. I think they just turned out fabulous. And I had so much fun making them. And I think we had a lovely live tonight. And we're done a little bit early. That's okay. It's all good. Oh, no, don't do that. I'm talking to my Mac. Don't mind me. Okay, everyone. You all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. I will post photographs of tonight's cards into the British Monroe fan club and over on my Instagram so you can get all of the close-ups. I'm just super excited because we did all of this glitter and my camera didn't freak out. It was sort of freaking out when I was trying to take pictures of all these glittery cards. So thank you so much, Ellen. Thank you, Holly. Have a great evening, Melissa. So nice to see all of you tonight. See you later. Bye. Good night.